Hey guys, hope everybody's having a great, what is today? Thursday today, so probably should remember this. Guys, I'm on here today to kind of give you guys, some of you that are following me know that Emily and I are doing a 6 week diet down. I think it was last week I did a video on some new research out there that I got really excited about, and it talked about how important timing is as far as when you have your last meal when it comes to either looking to lose that extra belly fat or body fat that you have, and especially if you're over 40. And those of you that may have pre or type 2 diabetes, how to reverse that as well, and how this whole research affects the number one hormone that's causing people to gain weight and causing people to actually have type 2 diabetes. And I got really excited about that, so I decided to, after reading the research and doing some more research, I decided to go ahead and come up with a 6 week diet down. And it's mainly the reason why I'm doing this is not only for people that have type 2 diabetes and to reverse it, but for those of you that are looking to get into bathing suit ready, or you're getting ready to go on a photo shoot and you want to lose that body fat or belly fat in a safe and quicker and get quicker results. And according to the research, that it shows how timing plays a huge part when it comes to putting yourself into what I call fat adaptation. You guys know that when I educate people on primal eating or a ketogenic diet, we combine it with intermittent and prolonged fasting along with our hydrogen-rich water. Well, today, guys, I'm going to be doing a live blood demonstration. Those of you, yesterday I had a birthday, so I actually had a birthday bash. Probably one of my best birthdays I've had because I had time to spend with some grandkids and my own kids, and I did it all day long. And obviously, because it was my birthday, there was a lot of food involved, a lot of starchy food that I normally don't eat, and a lot of sweets I don't normally eat. And I did not hold back on it. I went ahead and ate much more bread than I've eaten in a long time. Especially that we're doing this 6 week diet down. That's not even in our protocol. But I also doubled up on the desserts and doubled up on my on the bun cake I had last night. And what was really crazy is I actually had my bun cake around 8 o'clock at night, and had double helpings of that too. So through this whole thing, I mean, the food was great, the atmosphere was unbelievable. Being with the kids and grandkids was a blast. Honestly, though, my first meal I had, I think it was around I don't know, 12:30 maybe when we started our meals. And after I got done eating all that starchy food and bread and all that sugary stuff, I didn't feel good. Of course, that's part of the side effects of when you've been eating consistently with our protocols. That's going to be a side effect after you have all those high sugars and high carbohydrates. It's going to cause the hormone insulin to spike up all day long, and you're not used to that, so you're going to feel horrible. But that's okay. I figured that I can blow myself past all that, and it kind of lingered on, even though when I wasn't eating. But then later on in the afternoon, when I went out to dinner again, a birthday dinner, and of course had a lot of starchy food, French fries, bread, probably processed meat, stuff like that. And then finished off the night with the bun cake, which is phenomenal. My daughter-in-law makes a phenomenal bun cake. I'm not going to pass that up, and that's a two-piecer. Or two-plater, actually. I had two full plates. So obviously, I wasn't feeling good. Well, as soon as I got home, those of you who follow me know that whenever we eat something we don't normally eat, we like to have 4 to 6 ounces of our homemade kombucha, which is going to help to regulate our blood sugar, bring that insulin back down again to normal, and to help digest all that food that we ate. And of course, we got home late, and so I went to bed late on a full stomach, which I didn't feel good at all. And then this morning when I woke up, I actually didn't sleep very good. I was turning and moving a lot. Woke up a couple times. But when I woke up this morning, I felt really bad. And so, of course, Emily said what I was feeling. She calls it the sugar hangover, and she's right. That's exactly what it is. Not an alcohol hangover. It's a sugar hangover, and I really felt horrible. And so, what I did is I'm documenting our 6 weeks. You know, we're into about a week and a half of our 6 week diet down. So far, personally, myself, I've lost about 3 pounds so far during this time. We've been real consistent up until yesterday, my bash. Emily's doing really good too. Actually, what she doesn't really need to lose any weight. She just might want to lose a little bit of body fat in certain areas. But when you can get into a bathing suit that most 20-year-olds or 30-year-olds don't even look good in, and you're 65 years old, that's pretty good. You're pretty much where you would want to be, and so obviously she's at that point. But what I did is I documented everything that I'm going through during that time, and so how did the birthday bath affect me? Well, obviously I had a sugar hangover when I woke up this morning. My mental attitude sucked. My motivation to get up, normally every morning I like to get up and I'll read the scriptures first, study a little bit, listen to a couple of sermons. Kind of had to force myself to do that, which is unusual for me. So obviously my mental attitude was affected by the sugar. Motivation to go to the gym. I really wasn't motivated to go. I honestly didn't want to go. And then, of course, that was due to the sugar hangover. I had to force myself when I did get to the gym and I started exercising. I had to really focus and force myself to exercise. My endurance during each set when I first started, my endurance was down. It wasn't the same because when you get as experienced as we are, you know your own body. So obviously, my endurance was not good, not like it was in the past. And surprisingly, though, guys, I'm drinking my black coffee right now. I haven't eaten anything, so I'm drinking that now. Surprisingly, my strength wasn't bad at all, but I did have to drop on my max set. I did have to drop my weight down by 5 pounds and really concentrate because I didn't want to get hurt. See, those of you that know me have had chronic arthritis for decades because of our profession, and I've been dealing with that for a long time up until I started drinking hydrogen-rich water, which helped with that, not completely, but about 80%. And then I started taking a certain turmeric, which picked up the other 10%. And I had no issue with my chronic arthritis. That actually got me in the gym. So the hydrogen-rich water, which is known to help flush out inflammation, which is the root cause to arthritis, on top of taking a certain turmeric that I've been taking, completely, I was probably 99% free of any arthritis, and that's what got me back in the gym, and that's what got me surfing again. But what happens is that do you actually reverse it to where it's completely gone? Well, I found out that that's not true, because if you stop doing those two protocols and start eating crappy foods with a lot of sugar, what's the main root cause of inflammation? Sugar is the main root cause of inflammation in your body, and so obviously that fired up my arthritis again. But this morning when I woke up, the chronic arthritis in my shoulders was back, and that's what bothered me. Now, about a week and a half ago, guys, 2 weeks ago, I stopped taking that certain turmeric because it's expensive. Emily and I have been buying, we were buying store-bought turmeric. We tried all different ones. We tried liquid, we tried pills. Guys, I'm going to be upfront with you. All those store-bought turmerics and all those pill turmerics, they didn't work for either one of us at all, period. And so about a week and a half ago, or 2 weeks ago, just before I started this 6-week diet down, I decided to go back to the turmeric I was taking in the past. And I bit the bullet, realizing that I needed to see what would happen if I started back on that. Well, just within a week, guys, after taking that turmeric that I'm back on again, oh it was the icing on the cake. It got the rest of that arthritis out of my shoulders, and my shoulders felt great until, of course, I had my birthday bash, and so obviously it could have been worse if I wasn't on the turmeric. I did up my water this morning. Before I went to the gym, I had at least a gallon of water. So the effects of my birthday bash caused chronic inflammation in my shoulders to come back. Halfway through my training, though, I started feeling better. Kept hydrating with hydrogen-rich water, which is known to flush out inflammation. My recovery after each exercise and set, it wasn't that good. It wasn't bad, but wasn't that good. I do feel much, much better now. So the conclusion of this whole thing is that the side effects I had from all that sugar and inflammation was mainly my mental attitude. Now, of course, what I'm doing right now to deal with that is a lot of praying. Listen to a couple sermons while I was exercising to help me get focused again, which it does. It helps. And then my motivation, of course, wasn't down. My motivation is now much, much better. And then lack of energy, I'm getting better. I was majorly lack of energy, especially when I was exercising. And then I totally lost. Well, I'll find out. I'm going to actually do a live glucose reading, blood glucose reading, and a live ketone reading here to see where my sugar level or my glucose is. Because you guys know that I'm into science, and I do like to say a lot that documentation will always overrule conversation. So I'm actually going to do it. I don't know what my glucose level is going to be. I don't know what my ketone levels are going to be. Do I think I know? Yeah, I think I'm going to be surprised. I mean, if it's low, if my glucose is somewhere between 85 and lower, during these 6 weeks, I was consistently at 75 as far as my glucose level, and my ketones were around 1.8 to 1.1, which is great. I took Emily's just a few minutes ago, or just a little while ago. She ate a lot of sugar stuff too, but her glucose was pretty good. It was 80. Now her normal ketones are up in the 1.5s. Today, of course, because of what she ate yesterday, she was at 0.3. But really, that's not too bad after all the stuff that she ate. If I could even come close to that, I'd be really happy. But I don't think so. But we'll find out in a second. So what I've done here is I got my glucose meter here ready to go, and I got my ketone meter here all ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and clean my finger here first before I get started. Go ahead and clean my finger. Let's see which one. I'll go ahead and go with this one here. I'm taking it. I'm going to rub it some alcohol on here. Okay, then I'm going to take my lance. So this is my lance here, and it's got a little pin in there. And I'm going to go ahead and draw some blood here. This doesn't hurt, guys. So let's get some blood going here. Let me get here's my strip. This is my glucose strip. So let's get it ready, but let me see. Do I got any blood coming yet? No blood? Oh, geez. There we go. We got some coming finally. My blood, must be a little bit dehydrated. Now, I did not do very good yesterday drinking water at all. Had to make up for that today, so I'm trying to get enough blood going here so that I can get a good reading here. I'm usually much better than this as far as blood. Okay, I think I got enough here. I hope. All right, let's turn that glucose meter on. Here we go. It's on. Put the strip in here. All right, feeding the drip. Okay, let's see what we got going here. There we go. Okay, we got it here. Let's see what she says. Oh my gosh, look at now this reading is going to tell me if I'm going to eat a meal today at 2 o'clock. See, this is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays on this 6-week diet down. We have our last meal at 2. Well, this reading is going to tell me if I can eat today, and this is surprising me. I'm at 78, and that means that I'm back in. Well, as far as my glucose, I'm back in ketosis. My glucose is down to 78. I want to be in between 85 and 76. Well, after having that meal, I'm shocked. I really am. I'm happy because my body is now has used up that excess sugar that I thought I had in there. I burned it all up. Now, I did exercise before I came. So that's pretty cool. I'm really happy with that. So I may be able to get to eat. Now let's see what my ketone levels are. I'm honestly not really concerned about the ketone levels. I'm more concerned about the blood sugar, because this is what is causing you to have, causing the hormone that's designed to store fat to be out of control, is your glucose. Well, if I'm down to 78, I got mine in control. I'm fat adapted. So I've burned up. My body went crazy. I ate all those carbs and all that sugar, and my insulin spike was sky high all day. My body must have freaked out and said, "Hey, let's amp up your metabolism and let's burn off all this all the sugar." And that's exactly what it did. So I'm really surprised about that. And so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and take my ketone level here, and I'm going to use a different section here. Let's get my lance. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get some more blood out of here and see what my ketone level is. Alright, here we go. Let me get me some more blood going here. Yeah, that's a lot better now. What happened? Oh, maybe I'll say here. Here we go. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get my ketone strip here ready to go into the meter. There's my meter. Make sure I got enough blood. That's perfect. So let's see what that's going to come out to. Wait till to get on. Okay. Here we go. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Well, my ketones aren't too good. I'm down at 0.2. So obviously all that sugar, or all that food I ate yesterday had a reaction to my ketones. But it's at 0.2, so at least it's not 0. So I'm going to have to decide if I'm going to go ahead and eat today or not. I can, because my blood sugar was at 78, so that's good. But my ketones are down to 0.2, which is I'm not producing. I'm not producing a lot of ketones, or maybe I'm just utilizing more ketones. That's hopefully what I'm doing. So I'll decide today if I'm going to eat. Most likely, I'm probably not going to have a meal today. I'll probably wait till tomorrow around what's tomorrow, Friday. I'll probably wait till tomorrow around 12 and have my first meal. So I'll probably do a 36-hour fast, something like that. Okay, guys. So guys, there's our update on our 6-week diet down. There's my update, or that's on my information on what my birthday bash did for us. I'm surprised that I'm where I'm at. I really am. I'm happy about that. That's telling me I'm pretty much in fat adaptation. I am burning fat now, as the readings are telling me, so that's a good thing too. I'd like my ketones to be higher, but I'm okay with that after what I did yesterday. Okay, guys. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. And we'll see you guys the next time around. Have a great day. Bye.